Hi everyone, it's Melissa. I am so excited about this video today. It is the first one that I've done like this. It is an all drugstore get ready with me. I went out to Walmart today, and what I've decided to do, I had a couple of things, but I bought new things, and I ended up spending about $75. Got pretty much everything except for the foundation. And the foundation that I already had, I had used off and on periodically over the years, and it is one from Maybelline. It is a Mousse foundation that sort of goes on like, it's sort of a cream to powder a little bit, even though it isn't advertised that way. So I was so surprised at how well I liked it, especially this palette, this eye palette. It was just really beautiful. And like I said, I wanted to make sure I did a variety. So the palette that I chose was the Milani Bold Obsessions. I say in there, sorry, it's already got fingerprints on it. I say in there, I don't know what it's called, but it's called Bold Obsessions. I thought that there were several of them called Bold Obsessions, and I thought this one was number 2. But this is the Bold Obsessions. And this is what it looks like. It is just gorgeous. Just so beautiful. I think my get ready with me is rather lengthy. I explain about which products I use as I'm doing it. I start out in a turban with my hair soaking wet, so ignore that. The lipstick, I'm pleased with it. It is a Maybelline lipstick called 550, which is honey pink. Like it, just a matte one. I liked my liners. I liked everything. The mascara. I did that Lash Paradise. Just so excited about the direction that Drugstore Cosmetics have taken. This Milani eyeshadow palette is going to be in my top 5 for the whole year. I can already tell that. I just can't express my excitement over it and how much I really, really liked it. I've just been so, I'm pleased, and it's lasted. After I got ready, I had to actually refilm this because I said some of the names wrong. But I went and did things, and it's almost nighttime now, and I ate and just did all kinds of stuff, and everything has stayed on. I barely touched my lipstick a little bit, but that was it. That was it. I worked on the computer. I did a lot of other things. It just has held up very, very well. So I can't say enough. CoverGirl, I used some contour, which I don't usually use, and I also I bought some highlight with the blush. So very, very pleased about that. So without further ado, here is my get ready with me using all Drugstore. Okay, we got a pretty bad storm on here, so if I take off running, you know a tornado's hit. No, there's not a tornado warning or anything, but it is a bad summer storm like we have in the south. So I cannot believe that I am sitting here. I never would have believed that I was sitting here in something called the internet, for people to actually see me in no makeup and a darn turban like Gloria Swanson wore. I feel like I need to say, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille, like she did in that movie, Sunset Boulevard, like that. So turban on, wet hair, and getting ready to do this full drugstore get ready with me. I'm doing my makeup, and I might film me doing my hair for another video. We'll see. But my hair is wet, so I thought we'd go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to get started with the Age Rewind, and I got the color medium. Oh Lord, I don't like storms. Okay, that's a nice color. Not too light, not too dark. I love the Age Rewind. I wear it quite a bit. Well, most of the time lately. Okay, now my usual eye primer is a MAC product, so I'm going to do, and I had this already, the NYX Milk. Put that all over as a primer. I hope that this weather isn't too, this is the only time I had to film this, and it would rain and have a storm. Okay, got that down. I'm going to put a little bit underneath my eyes to kind of set my eyeshadow under there too. Just right there where I would line underneath my eyes. Trying to tell myself I feel cozy inside with all this going on instead of frightened. But yeah, I'm not really frightened. I'm good. Okay, next I'm gonna put on this foundation. I used to use this foundation, and I bought it, a few months ago again. I love it. I used it for a long time. It's been around for a while. It's the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. It is, I've always liked a cream to powder, and this acts like a cream to powder even though it isn't. It's for more oilier skin, and it kind of goes on like a cream and kind of sets as a powder, so you don't really need a powder over it. The drawback of it is you have to like put it on with a garbage can underneath you. It flakes down as you're putting it on. I don't know how to explain it. Let me get some out. Okay, I got a little spatula and I got some out. Okay, put it on. I put it on the back of my hand. Okay, so when you start to put it on, so I'm putting it on with my fingers. I've tried it with it flakes off until you get it on. Once you get it on and get it smoothed out, it's just fine. But you have to put a garbage can underneath you. But once you get it on, it is beautiful. And can you see what it does? But if you can just bear with it and get it smoothed out, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. It's just a beautiful foundation. It's just quirky. As you can see, it spreads nicely though, but it just kind of flakes. But I love it. I always got used to when I wore it all the time. When I used to use Lancome products, I used Lancome products for about a year. And I feel like my camera's too high. But I used Lancome products for about a year, and it just works. This foundation just works so well. I really like it better than the Lancome stick foundation. But it's a quirky one. It's a weird one, that's for sure. I love it. I love it if you can get past that. If you can get past the quirkiness of it. Okay, next would be my brows. And so I chose a brow palette from Maybelline in soft brown. And it is the Brow Precise by Eye Studio. The Brow Precise. It's just a little pencil. Because I really like my Trish McAvoy, but I thought that this might be a nice little substitute. So I'll see how this does on my brows. It is darker than I like, so I'm going to go very, very lightly. Yeah, it's darker. It's darker than when I usually wear, but we'll work with it. I started to get the blonde color, but I got the soft brown instead. Okay, what is next for me? I guess I'm ready for my eyeshadow. Okay, so the brushes that I've got, I found some e.l.f. brushes that I had, and I found some Real Technique brushes that I had, and then I found one that I got in an Ipsy box a long time ago. It's a slanted one. It's called the Large Angle from Luxe, L-U-X-E. I think that's what it says. It's just in that pink thing. I think several people got it. Just some different face in these brushes. A couple of brushes from e.l.f. and a couple of brushes from Sonia, a couple of brushes from Sonia Kashuk, just some brushes, my cheapest brushes that I had. I didn't want to make this all drugstore. I didn't want to use my my more expensive brushes, so I decided to use these. And I've got several e.l.f. brushes, and I really like e.l.f. brushes a whole lot. So that worked out real well that I had those. I'm gonna do the Milani Bold Obsessions. This is what it looks like. Just such a really, let me move back a little bit. Really pretty palette. Just beautiful. It's got a little combination of mattes and a little combination of some shimmers. They had another one that was a pure matte, but I looked around at all the drugstore ones. What I liked about this Milani one was some of the rest of them on the shimmers looked cheap. They looked like they were glue with glitter in them, you know, like you had a glitter pen or something up there. But these look like shimmers and satins. They look more expensive. I just thought of all the drugstore that I looked at every brand at their palettes. I thought the Milani was the best. I'm going to wear it and, you know, wear it a lot. I really like this palette a whole lot. So I'm just going to take a mixture of brushes. They're either Sonia Kashuk or e.l.f. or something like that, and just get started putting them down. I'm going to start with this color right here. And what I'll do is, I think I'll try to remember to put the palette up here and put an X over the color that I'm using. So this is what I'm going to use on the, ooh, look at that. I'm going to use this on my mobile lid. Gosh, that's pretty. Whoa. Yes, sirree bum. This is a nice palette. Bring it back to the inner corner, just a basic flat color. This one right here. Okay, next now I'm going to go on to the other one in my transition. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit lighter. I'll go down in this little color down here. Actually, I'm going to mix the two together. I am real big on mixing colors. If I don't get the exact color that I want, I will mix it. Okay? All right, next I'm going to go into the crease. Let's see which color I do for that. I'm going to go into the crease first with this color, and then I'll follow it up with this color. The kind of reddish color I'm going to bring in more, and then do the outer crease more with the darker color. Next I'm going to go into that darker brown right there, and then just kind of do the outer crease a little bit more. There. Bring it up a little bit. Mix it in with the transition. Next, I'm going to go into, oh, this isn't interesting. I think I'll go into that blue right there and do the outer V. No, I'm not really feeling or seeing any fallout with this. Ooh, I like that dark blue. That is really pretty. Reminds me of a nighttime or a winter sky. Okay, I'm going to do a little blending now. I think I want a little bit more in that outer corner. I blended a lot of it away. Boy, look at that blue. Isn't that pretty? Boy, that's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. What I wanted to do is use as many of these colors as I could. It's a beautiful palette. You know, makeup is fun to play with, so I just thought that it would be fun just to use a bunch of colors. See what I could come up with. Alrighty. So I'm going to work on underneath my eyes now and kind of bring out, first I want to bring out a little bit of this color right there, the kind of a pinkish color. So I'm going to go underneath my eyes with it, and I'm going to use a little tiny, wipe it off, a little tiny Real Techniques brush. put that one on first. Got a train. Okay, I think I will bring some of the blue underneath. Okay, got a little bit of it on, and then I'll wipe my brush off and blend it a little bit, maybe halfway. Next, I guess that's all I'm gonna do with my eyeshadow. I think that's good enough. Okay, so next I'm going to do eyeliner. And I decided to use the Infallible. I've used these before. They're really nice, the Infallible, and I got a black. So I'm going to tight line and do the waterline. Just a little mechanical thing. Okay, I'm ready to put on my mascara, and I got some of the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. Nice, very nice. Very nice, I like it. All right, lip liner. Oh, let me do blush. I got this blush from CoverGirl. I tried to get, something from everybody. So I got a bronzer and a highlighter and a blush from CoverGirl. And it is the Serving Sculpt palette, True Blend Serving Sculpt palette. And here's the colors. I don't very much contour at all. Or I don't contour, and I don't usually use highlighter, but I thought I would today. Next, I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush and put on this blush, which is just real pretty. It's kind of a peachy color blush. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Keep getting out of frame. I'm sorry about that. I have just been really pleased with all my products. It kind of goes with my Gloria Swanson turban. Okay. Next, I'm going to put a little highlighter on. That's in the middle. Yeah, I like it. It isn't too much because, I don't want to look too snow glowy. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay. There's that. Next, lip liner. I chose some Maybelline Color Sensational in 102 Beige. 102 Beige. Here is the color, and you will see it on my lips. Not fond of this. It's too light. It's a nice formula though, but it'll work. I like a little bit darker liner, but let me get up so you can see. But I tell you what, without being able to sample things or try them on, without not having testers, you just have to, look and just hope that you get the right color when you do drugstore. That's the bad thing about drugstore. Okay, so I hope this lipstick's going to be okay. It's 550 Honey Pink, and it is from Maybelline also. It does match the liner though. Yeah, it matches the liner real well, so it may not be a fail after all if I'm going to use this lipstick. I am down so low. It's hard to get in frame. Okay, so there is the look. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get off here for right now and do my hair. I think I'll film me fixing my hair and do that maybe on another video if anybody's interested in seeing it. I guess it depends on how it turns out. If it's up in a bun when I get back, then you'll know it didn't turn out very well. But I'll sign off for now. So this is the finished look. I am really excited about it. I can't believe how pleased I am with how it turned out. I think it is a beautiful palette. It's a good price. The quality is fantastic. And I just could not be more pleased. I am so pleasantly surprised with this palette. I am so, I love the lipstick. I ended up liking the lip liner, the mascara. Of course, this foundation, I have used it off and on for a long time. I really like it too. The blush, the highlighter, the contour. I'm just very, very pleased. And I like the way it turned out. I'm very happy with it. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.